Good afternoon, and we are happy to be here in Meghalaya, Shillong. I am quite privileged to be standing here and acknowledging the presence of Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha, Shri Om Birla Ji, for this 20th Annual Conference of Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, India Region Zone 3. So thank you for giving us your time and being here as a part of this conference. And Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha Shri Harivansh Ji for always accepting our invitation despite his busy schedule. So I once again thank you on behalf of Honorable Chief Minister Meghalaya and Honorable Speaker Meghalaya for being here and being part of this conference. And the host, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Sangma Ji, Honorable Speaker Meghalaya Shri Thomas Sangma Ji, speakers, Honorable Deputy Speakers from various states, Honorable Ministers, Honorable MLAs from various states and Honorable Member of Parliament, officials of Legislative Assembly across the northeastern state, and the media friends. Like Honorable Speaker Meghalaya in his opening note has talked about the background of the CPA Zone 3, how it was conceived. I'm quite happy and little emotional to be here and talking about one of the statesmen and one of the most illustrious leader from the northeastern state, who is none other than father of our Honorable Chief Minister, Comrade Sangma's father, late P.A. Sangma Ji, who has conceived this idea of NER CPA during those days. And now it has traveled so far. Now we are having the 20th conference here at Shillong today. So it makes more significance that we are having the conference here. And I would like to thank you, Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Speaker, for making it happen and giving us such a cordial welcome and making our stay so comfortable here in this beautiful town of Shillong, which is also known as the Scotland of East. I, on behalf of all the delegates who have traveled from different parts of the northeastern state and who had come all the way from Delhi, along with Honorable Speaker, Lok Sabha, Honorable Rajya Sabha, Deputy Chairman, for giving us such a beautiful reception and the comfortable stay here in Shillong. We will cherish it for a long, long time to come. And now coming to the CPA, as we all know, Honorable Speaker has talked at length about the importance of these conferences. And we at times feel so proud when Honorable Speaker tells me and Honorable Deputy Chairman tells me that we are one of the most active branches. India has got 4 zones. Zone 3 is the most active CPA branch in India, and we are having regular executive committee meeting, regular conferences in all these years. And it's just not a conference where we meet and greet each other. We deliberate on many vexed issues which is, concerning the northeastern state. So every time we try to come up with a topic for discussion which will not only help in formulating the policies, not only help us, furthering our, common cause of the northeastern state, but as a northeast on a same platform, how we cohesively move forward in the larger interest of the region. Because earlier days it used to be, when we talk about the northeastern state, it used to be just Assam. People never used to see beyond Assam. If I go to the mainland, if they ask me, where are you from? If you tell them Arunachal, they'll say Himachal. Then I said, Arunachal Pradesh. They'll say, oh, Andhra Pradesh. That was the kind of, understanding about the northeastern region in the mainland. But with effort and with the blessing from Honorable Speaker and Rajya Sabha and the Government of India, now the Northeast has got a different pedestal and different, what do you call that, recognition. So today, like we said, Honorable Speaker has said, we have 2 very important topics of discussion which will take place in these 2 plenary sessions which will be held today and tomorrow. One is about the natural disaster and strategies for management with special reference to northeastern state. I would like to say that before the lunch, I was sitting with the Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha. When we talked about natural disaster, the northeastern state is so prone to natural disaster. And every year we have so much of a problem, pertaining to the natural disaster. But never in the national media we have a focus. This time a little water came into Delhi. They made it in such a news that the whole Delhi is underwater. But how we face natural disaster when during the monsoon and during the other times, landslide, the places used to get disconnected for months together. But we never used to get a platform to kind of reach out to the the concerned agency for the redressal. So today when we discuss about the natural disaster and how to manage it, maybe we will come out with certain document which can help the central government and the people at the helm of affair. How do we contain it? So when it comes to the natural disaster, someone has rightly said that we cannot stop natural disaster, but we can arm ourselves with knowledge so that so many lives couldn't be lost, and if there was enough disaster preparedness. So here he talks about prevention. There's no point scratching your head after the disaster had happened. So we need to focus how we go about the preparedness to tackle with this menace of natural disaster, and how our northeastern economy is being affected, how the natural disaster is affecting every walk of life for the northeastern state, and how we need to come to a solution where we have an everlasting solution to this problem which we have been facing perennially. So this is one of the topics which we'll be discussing, and I hope that members will participate very positively and give very insightful suggestions which we can document it and further use it for all practical purposes, which will help us, the northeastern region, to tackle this menace. And secondly, the topic is regional connectivity to bring northeastern region at par with the mainland India. So I've seen we had many conferences about the Connect Northeast, what are the way out, what are the way forward, what is the roadmap when we talk about the connectivity for the northeastern state. Honorable Prime Minister has rightly said, we need to focus on roadways, airways, waterways, and highway. So when we talk about the road network, the waterways, the airways, we are very happy, the northeastern state. Over the time, there has been a sea of changes when it comes to the road network. There has been a sea of changes when it comes to the air connectivity and the waterways, even in the Assam and all. So we are very happy, but a lot needs to be done. That will only come up because when we tell them, where is the bottleneck? How do we go about it? And the most importantly, when we talk about digital India, so the internet, the digital connectivity is one of the most important things which we need to focus, because the world is getting digital. And I always keep saying, we are illiterate if you are not illiterate. So in this era of digital connectivity, we need to know how important everything, right from your banking, right from your official work, right from connecting with friends, right from your business, everything is dependent on the internet. So, like what Bill Gates has said, internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. So like always say that the world has shrunk to the size of an orange. We have the world in our hand. It's a smartphone we have. We can do everything over our palm. So when the digital connectivity is so important, that it's even more important to have the digital connectivity to the remotest place of our region where we all can benefit out of it. Because today, even if you are not able to go to a good institution to study, but if you have a digital connectivity, you can go through our online classes. Likewise, for every aspect, we feel that it's one of the most important things. So we will be discussing how to get the digital connectivity to the remotest corner of the northeastern state in the larger interest of the country, because security of the northeastern state is very strategic for the security of our country. We are on the forefront, so we need to be more secure to secure our nation. And when it comes to road, we all know John F. Kennedy has said, he said, American roads are not good because America is rich. America is rich because American roads are good. So this is the significance of having a good road network for overall development of a place. So these are the few things which we'll be discussing in these 2 days of plenary session to be held here. And I'm hopeful every member will give a lot of good inputs which will help us document. And like Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha has said, whatever we discuss, he makes it a point that he tells people there in the helm of affair, people who are in the center, to know about the northeastern states problem. So with this few words, not taking much of time, I would like to once again thank Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Speaker for hosting the conference here and giving a huge impetus to our endeavor to bring all the northeastern state on the one platform to discuss issues which are concerning our northeastern state. And with the presence of Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha and Honorable Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha, our voice will be heard at the national level. This is my expectation, and I'm sure, and I'm pretty much sure that Honorable Speaker and Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha will be our ambassador and will be our messenger to the central leadership. And this will help us in taking Northeast further ahead and making us at par with the mainland India. Thank you so much.